So we just got the premiere of Freaky from director Christopher Landon, and it was pretty entertaining.
Honestly, if this was a horror movie, I'd be one of the first ones to get killed.
Cue the creepy dude in the mask.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon, and this is Film Flare, where we discuss anything and everything that makes television and movies great. So be sure to subscribe, and let's talk about a great film.
And not only is that psycho wearing my body, he's killing it.
Now this film is essentially Freaky Friday meets Friday the 13th. That in itself should tell you everything you need to know about it. It's a body-swapping slasher film that refuses to take itself seriously. It's got a ton of tongue-in-cheek moments and pays a lot of homages to even more successful previous horror films. Now this film, Freaky, was directed by Christopher Landon, who has a ton of horror films already under his belt, including a couple of Paranormal Activities. But it was his most recent films, the Death Day franchise, that really caught him a lot of flack, especially the second one, Happy Death Day to You, that a lot of fans were criticizing for not being horror enough. But this really feels like his response to that criticism, coming back with unapologetically brutal kills in an otherwise funny movie. This film didn't shy away from any blood, gore, or truly outrageous ways to kill people. The first murder that gets shown was brutal. The second was even worse, and by the third, it was just comical. And all that within the first 10 minutes. It's a great way to set up the tone for the rest of this film. And then after taking a break to introduce and set up our characters, this film was back to showing truly creative ways to commit murder. And when it wasn't being deadly serious, slight pun intended, this film spent the rest of its runtime being way too self-aware. Now this film stars Vince Vaughn as a serial killer that gets body swapped into his latest victim, played by Kathryn Newton. And what ensues is just pure chaos as she rushes to get her body back, while a serial killer terrorizes everyone she knows while wearing her skin.
Oh my god, it's a slaughterhouse!
And Kathryn Newton playing a creepy old man is definitely creepy when you look at her dead eyes trying to figure out who to kill next. And this is where I have to give Kathryn props for her acting, because she's not just playing a serial killer in this movie. She's playing a middle-aged man who's pretending to be a high school teenage girl. But even more impressive is Vince Vaughn pretending to be a teenage girl in a grown man's body. It's absolutely hilarious and incredibly entertaining. There's a lot of fun that's had with the vast differences between a 6'5" grown man and a 5'7" teenage girl. But as good as Vince was by himself, he's even better and plays incredibly well off of the two best friends. Now the friends played by Celeste and Misha Osherovich are hilarious. They have a lot of fun with how they're the two most likely to die in a typical horror film, being the black and the gay best friend. And they've even got some of the best lines in this film.
You're black! I'm gay! We are so dead!
Now my biggest gripe with this movie was the portrayal of almost every other high schooler. I don't know why, but movies have this tendency to lean into the absolute worst stereotypes of teenagers, and these kids were pretty bad. There were a lot of actions and words out of their mouth that were just way too cringe to have to sit through.
I love your dress. I think I saw it at Discount Bonanza.
And the love story in this one was a bit extraneous and unnecessary. It just felt kind of shoehorned in there, and there wasn't really enough time dedicated to making it feel real. But it was made a lot of fun by having the crux of it revolve around this body swap. Now there's been a new generation of horror films that have premiered over the past few years that have really relit my interest in the genre. Dark scenes and jump scares just aren't really my thing, but bringing in other genres such as comedy into horror films have really been changing my thoughts on the genre as a whole. I've always had a respect of horror films and their role in cinema with the knowledge that they're just not for me. But with stories like these from Blumhouse and other studios like it, I found myself watching more and more horror movies and actually enjoying them. But what about you? Did you enjoy Freaky? Let me know your thoughts on the movie and its place in horror in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. We've got new content coming out every week. But until next time, have a great day, and don't forget to watch a great movie. Bye.